Today we're making budget-friendly spring and summer DIYs. Keep watching. I'm Brandy and this is Making It My Own DIYs. Welcome back. The next project is going to be a butterfly round. So I'm going to use some of this beautiful orange. I'm also going to use some gold and burlap and some butterflies. And a round, of course. You can use any round you want. This is a 12-inch round, but you can use the ones that you get at Dollar Tree that are like paper. Mine is more of like a wood or MDF. It's a little bit thicker, but you'll get the same look. So I'm going to start by taking off the string hanger. And these butterflies, beautiful butterflies, came in a huge pack from Dollar Tree. I am going to, of course, take the new off of this by going around the edge. The edges, when they are cut, is white. So it's just like an overlay on white paper. And it really makes a difference when you hit all these little details this way. So I'm just going to go over and kind of age that. And like I said, take the new away, make it look a little more aged all the way around. You can get these butterflies in a variety of colors. We were challenged in this video. Each of the 3 channels and the 4 ladies were challenged to use burlap, a spindle kit, wood round, and the beautiful napkins. So that's what you're going to see all of us use in this video. I'm also going to flip this over and I'm going to do the back because we are going to be bending these and you will be able to see a little bit of the back, and I don't want white to be shining out from under there. I'm also going to go over this with a little bit of each one of these with a little bit of that antique wax. It doesn't take a lot. And then go over the top of it, right around the edges and all over that gold with a little kind of like a dabbing motion. If you don't have these little finger dauber things, you can just use like a little sponge brush for this. It will work out probably just the same. It's just going to help it look a little more realistic, I guess. I mean, it's a paper butterfly. There's only so much you can do, but you can see the difference from the left to right, and I like the way that looks. And keep going all the way around. And when you're doing this with the butterfly, be sure that you let it dry in between layers, okay? I decided to use the black side of mine, but if you don't have a black side, grab some black chalk paint and you'll get the same kind of look. I think the butterflies are going to work great. So this is where the burlap comes in. This is burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree. And this is burlap ribbon from Hobby Lobby. This is some satin ribbon that I thrifted, and it is black. I decided to add that in there. That's going to look really pretty with those butterflies. And then I decided to add a little bit of gold since we have some gold in the butterflies also. Now this project I'm making for it's kind of like spring and summer, but actually if you like this kind of thing, you could have it in your house all year long if you were a monarch lover or a butterfly lover. Making very simple bows here for y'all. Very simple. You can see what I did here. The ribbons are all wired except for the black. And of course this little orange that I'm using to go around the center. I am tying this in the front instead of in the back because I'm going to use the same piece of ribbon to layer bows going upward right on top. This is going to have a nice full bow, but at any point that you're making your own bow, you decide that's enough and you want to stop, you can do that. All right. Then I'm going to take the orange, same technique. You can see what I'm doing here. And then in order to, if you want your loops to be about the same size, you can just lay it on top of the other one and see if you like the size. If you don't, then you can, if you don't like doing it that way, just measure it if that's what you like to do. Then I'm going to just tie the orange right on top. I like the size there. You can wait to the end to trim off the ends, or you can go ahead and do it as you're going along. Leave a little more than you need so you can trim away once you get it on your round. Then we're going to do the gold. Simple, you can see. We'll add that piece on, and then we will top it off with the beautiful black satin ribbon. If you have wider ribbons, you're going to want to use those on the bottom and the thinner ribbons more toward the top. Because if you use the thinner ribbons on the bottom, they kind of get lost, right? They kind of get lost. And if you're using a ribbon that doesn't have wire, you put it on top of the wired ribbons, it gives that unwired ribbon a little more body and a little more of an opportunity to shine. Don't discount the runts, right? All right, so we're going to tie this and we're going to flip it over and tie it on the back. Speaking of runts, not that any of us are runts, Trish, Kay, Kendra, or myself, but we're all hovering around the 5-foot mark, in case anybody is wondering. Yeah, we're little women. We're little women. All right, then I can take it to the back, tie it in a knot, and we're going to leave the length on there because that's what we're going to use to attach it down to the beautiful round. And then, of course, fluff the bows in any direction you like. I always like to kind of switch it up, put some to the top, some to the bottom. I don't have to have necessarily all of them going in the same colorway and direction. Now we can attach these down. Now we're going to need to bend these just to give them some movement. You can glue yours flat if you would like, but the reason we didn't color the center with that wax is because the wax doesn't stick well to the glue. So I left that section white. Now I'm just going to use the handle of my mini spatula and I'm going to put it right across the body of the butterfly and fold the wings up. This is going to leave a flat section underneath so that we have an area to glue it down. We'll do it on each of the butterflies. And then you can move those wings however you like. If you want your butterfly to look like he's standing up, you can put 2 of those back to back. I've done that in other projects, and that way you get the same color on both sides. Just a little tip for you. We can replace the hanger. I put mine in the garbage, so I had to make another one. It was too far gone. It was too far gone. And you're just going to tie a couple of knots on each side. I wanted mine tied to the front. And then I'm going to take those ribbons here and go around that string, the hanger string. If it bothers you that there's something different on the back of your, perhaps you use a round from Dollar Tree that already has a design on it, you just go ahead and paint that black too, right? Now I added a dot of hot glue to keep it from falling forward and put a clamp on it. Now I can really see where I want my ribbons to lay, how I want them to look on the plaque or on the round. Having that wire helps them hold their form, and I really enjoy a good quality ribbon. And believe it or not, the Dollar Tree burlap ribbon has been very good for me. I've used it for years. Now I've got this beautiful piece. I'm going to balance it, my large bow on the side, and then I'll put the smaller bows this way. And you can have them, like I said, you can bend them up more or you can lay them flat. This just gives more dimension, and I like the idea of having an overlap on the side slightly. It almost looks like they were flying around and just landed right down on there. Maybe they thought that bow was a beautiful flower. Who knows? I love this